Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I'm so happy that you're here. Today is my palette roundup. I'm trying to film this a little earlier in the month. I feel a little scattered because I am in the midst of grading finals, but I wanted to get on here and not wait another week or two because I don't always remember by that time. So here we go. Still pretty fresh. All of the palettes that I used in the month of April, and all of these are face and cheek palettes, so I was doubling it up and went through a lot. First up, I have two from Lancome. These are the Color Design Blush in they're the Cool, the Day, and the Night. We'll look at those in depth in a little bit. And then I have two of the Estee Lauder palettes. These were also like one of those purchase with purchase in the holidays. Pure Color Envy Eye and Cheek palette in Glam and Nudes, which when you look at them, they're not really nudes. I have this Tarte. This one I had to look up the name for it. This is the Golden Daydreams palette, and I had to like look for the picture of it. Then I have two more Tarte palettes. This is the Energy Noir palette, and then I have the Tartiste palette. That's the Eye and Cheek one. And I actually have two more Tarte palettes after that. I have the Double Duty Beauty Happy Girls Shine Brighter, and then the Golden or Goddess Glam. This was one of their holiday collections. I loved like the kind of Moroccan vibe to it. Then we have some from Too Faced. I have this chocolate bar, which was like a free gift, I want to say, and it's really tiny. It's just like 3 shadows and a bronzer. And then I have the collection of these guys from a couple holidays ago. So we have the Sugar Plum, we have the Banana, and the Very Berry. They're so cute. Like the little houses, they smell great as well. And then rounding it all out, I have this is my newest of all these palettes. This is the Natasha Denona Hyper Natural Face Palette. I have heard mixed things about it, so let's see where it ends up in my ranking. Before I begin though, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on all of these. Let me know how you're doing, and yeah, let's get into it. In last place, we have the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Happy Girls Shine Brighter palette. This has a blush, and then it also has 6 eyeshadows in there. So it's kind of an interesting mix of shades. The two browns are pretty similar, especially when they are swatched together, as you will see. So what I said is I don't love the blush. It's too shimmery, and the shadows were just okay. And this is one that I am going to declutter because I just don't see myself wearing that much. Like I said, the shadows are okay. You got like the 3 shimmers there. Then you have the brow bone. Just wearing it, I didn't fall in love with it. I was kind of like, meh, what's the point to it? So I am going to declutter this one. Hopefully one of my friends will get more use out of it, because I feel like they might enjoy it more than I do. Second to last spot, or spot 13, because I had 14 palettes this month. So it is one of the Pure Color Envy by Estee Lauder. This is the Glam palette. It has some really cool colors in there. Purples and the pink and the silver. The blush looks like it's going to be amazing. It's not. Here we go. We have them swatched. There's the blush. It's so light. And it really took a lot to build up. That silver looks really nice, but that's because I had to go back and forth and work it in. Otherwise, it was just like flaky and was falling all over the place. So it looks better once you work it in and it melts into the skin a little bit, but did not swatch well for sure. So I said the blush is pretty light. The shadows have presence, but not in a good way. I did like a purple look, and I felt like this light purple had a lot of presence, and it was just too much for me. You can barely see it. So didn't love that. The other purple was fine, but I felt like I didn't love the looks. They weren't shadows that I felt comfortable wearing. I needed like a matte kind of purple that I could do in the crease instead of something so blindingly, and like it had a lot of presence anyway. So this one is also being decluttered. Hopefully somebody is more into purple eyeshadows and likes more of that in your face kind of shadow look. I don't mind the color in your face, but I also like too much shimmer just was too much. Third from last is the Energy Noir palette from Tarte. And actually I had the sheet in here with all the shade names, and then it just fell on the floor, and once they fall on the floor, they get thrown out. So I don't have the shade names anymore, and I feel so bad because I kept them for so long. I don't even think I had used this before this month when I tried it out, which is too bad. I should have just passed it along without trying it, to be honest, because these are not colors that I really love. So I said I love the blush. It's very pretty. The shadows are too cool toned slash dark toned, but the mattes work really well. So I do like the highlighter and blush. Those were like standouts for me. I like these shimmers in here as formula, and I like the mattes as the formula. I just don't love the color story. So I'm going to pass this along. I think this is a really good palette if you like a cool tone, kind of grapey, purpley toned. That blush is so pretty, but once again, just not shades that I feel comfortable and not my jam for wearing. So it's going to be decluttered. Hopefully it will find a good home. I know it will find a good home because I have several people who are like, just give me all your palettes. Moving on, this is one I haven't decided whether I'm going to declutter it or not. So the first three definitely decluttered, but this one I'm more on the fence about. This is another Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy. This is the Nudes, which I think is a hilarious name for this. Does that look like nudes to you? I mean, yeah, the blush is more, but why are there all those blues in there? Those are definitely not nudes. I don't think most of us would look at this palette and be like, oh yeah, that's a nude palette. So I said the blush is pretty, the shimmers are nice, the mattes fade and fall out, the blues are meh, the neutrals are good. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Like, I love this shimmer right here. This one is so pretty. These are nice over here. Like I said, the blues are meh. I like the blush a lot. So I'm like, would I wear this? I don't really go for blues that much, but the blue look that I did wasn't too terrible. I feel like it's been a while on this one. This was earlier in the month. You know what? I think I'm going to declutter this one too, just because I feel like I have so much and I don't love it, but it kind of makes me feel bad at the same time because I love the packaging. I think these are so cute, the packaging. So I love the packaging on these. I also loved the theme, and like, it feels like such a waste to just get these and then immediately declutter them. But I think I will. I think I'm going to declutter that one too. Oh, let me know what you think. Like, if I should or shouldn't. If you think I should keep it. Because I really like that blush. The blush was really pretty. And there are those shimmers in there that I really like. I just am not crazy about those, like, blues for the most part. I just don't know. Right, next up we have one of the Lancome palettes. This is the Night palette, and it is a cool toned palette. I'm trying to remember why I chose the palettes that I did, because there's usually like a warm, and I feel like I didn't like the warm shades at all when choosing my purchase with purchased. So this one didn't rank as high because the blush blends away a bit. The colors were a bit too much for me, but it was nice. I do like some of the shades. I feel like these are just a little nicer, and I feel like maybe this one and the one just before it could switch places. Now that I'm swatching and I'm looking at them, I feel like they're close in ranking, but I feel like you could switch to these two and put this one a little lower than the other one. Because I feel like I liked the blush on the other one and just the feel of the shadows a little bit more on that other one, even though a couple of those did fade away. But I feel like this one has a little bit more presence. So there you go. Another one that I'm like, should I keep, should I not keep? I don't feel like, I feel like I bought all these and I want to get use out of them. But I'm also like, how much am I going to wear this one? I feel like I might wear the other one more. So let me know your opinion. The Cool Nights by Lancome, should I keep it? The Nudes from Estee Lauder, should I keep it? I'm leaning more towards keeping that one and letting this one go. Next up we have the Tartiste Eye and Cheek palette. This one is getting a little on the old side. That was one of my comments on with the eyeshadows. They still work. but they're pretty light. They're feeling a little bit older in terms of their efficacy, but I love this blush. I said shadow's a bit old, but still work. Love blush, but it's very light looks. And yeah, I think this one is really nice. This is definitely one that I want to keep and use. And I feel like this would be a great one if you were just doing everyday work looks. Let's get a little closer over here. Just would be really nice. Yeah, I really like the blush. I have been such on a blush kick lately and just loving blushes. So this one is definitely one. No conflict at all. This is one I'm keeping. Next up, we have my second Lancome palette. This is the Day palette with the cool looks, and I really liked this palette. Not as much as some other ones because of the cool toneness of it, but some really good shades in here. So I said a pretty blush. The mattes are nice. Some of the shimmers are not as good, and I do get that. Like this shimmer, I was not a fan of at all. It's just kind of, it has presence, but there's not really a shimmer to it. It's kind of meh, and it doesn't work very well if you're not using a finger. If you're using a brush, it doesn't work very well. But overall, like the color story is really pretty. I like this shimmer, this one right here. This other shimmer is pretty nice too, but it is a fairly nice one. So I'm going to be definitely keeping this one as well. Get some use out of it. I feel like the color story is enough that I could wear it to work. It wouldn't look out of place. I wouldn't feel uncomfortable like some of the other shades, shadows that I've talked about. But yeah, so this one is a keeper. Next up, we have my Too Faced chocolate bar. This is like the craziest little palette. I'm pretty sure these are all in the chocolate bar palette. I don't have that with me, so I can't double check that. I said the shimmers are meh, but I loved the mattes. And yeah, you can tell that with this shimmer. It's given more shimmer on my hand than it did on the eye, but the nice bronzer, it's a classic for a reason. So definitely a good one. Like if you're going away for the weekend and you just want a one eyeshadow look and a nice bronzer together, this would be good. I don't think they even sold this though, so I'm keeping it, and it's good. Does it still smell like, it kind of smells like chocolate just a little bit, but the chocolate smell is definitely not as prominent anymore, which is a bummer. We're in the top 6, and we have our first Too Faced palette. This is the Sugar Plum Cookie palette. It has a slight scent. I don't know what it's supposed to smell like, but it is 4 shades and a blush, and that blush has quite a bit of pigment. It also takes some work, a little bit of work to blend out well. The shimmers are pretty, no fallout. The blush pigmented, and it's a bit bold. It took me a little bit, like even this, I was trying to blend it out a little bit because it looked a little patchy on just a first like skip through. But I do really love these shimmers up here. Oh, they're just so pretty. And yeah, so not the most versatile palette. I did use the blush as an eyeshadow, and it worked well with these shimmer shades as well. So yeah, I like this palette. I think it's a nice one, and I think I used this in conjunction with my next palette. Maybe not. No, never mind. I was trying to think if I did some mixing and matching, but I don't think I did. But yeah, this one is nice, and I did enjoy this set, all of them, because they all made it into the top 6. Next up, we have this one. Oh, I can't remember the name. It doesn't have it written down the packaging. Golden Daydreams. This one I got in a set from Macy's. I remember buying it from that. I said the blush is pretty, the shimmers are all right, the mattes are very nice, especially the light ones. So in here we have kind of a mix of shades, not always like my favorite mix of shades. I think the weird purple is like just a weird pop. The blush is pretty bright compared to some of the other shades that we have seen so far. So here we go. We have them all swatched. This one is so light you can barely see it, and I double swatched that one because I swatched it and I was like, I can't see it. So then I swatched it again. So it's a great like upper brow bone type of a shade, but if you it doesn't show up on me. Maybe, I don't know if it would show up better against a darker background, maybe. Who knows? So that is this palette. It is a keeper for me. I need to wear these more. That's part of why I'm trying to test out everything and just instead of just wearing like the same few palettes all the time, which is kind of my tendency. That's easy to do. But yeah, so this one is a nice one and need to wear it more. In fourth place, we have our second Too Faced palette. This one is the Berry Merry Christmas. This is right up my alley in terms of colors. I love the colors in this. The blush is a little much. You have to go in with a light hand for sure, but it works well as an eyeshadow actually. And like I said, I really like the shades. Pretty shades, work well, shimmer's nice, but not super special. So that's why it didn't get higher than fourth place. But I do really like these shades. I think they look prettier on my hand than they did on the eye, to be honest, because they're really shimmering, and I don't remember them shimmering that much. But yes, in fourth place is my Too Faced palette. Surprising that the other one ranked higher. In third place, we have my Natasha Denona Hyper Natural Face Palette. I wasn't sure what to expect because I know some people really loved this palette, like Clara really liked it. And then some, like Teresa is Dead, I'm pretty sure, thought it was awful, and I was like, oh no. But it was on sale, and I ended up getting it when it was on sale. So this is what it looks like. You have some bronzers, you have some blushes, you have some eyeshadows, and so you can use the bronzers and blushes as eyeshadows as well, which is what I kind of did because all of these have like a shimmer to them. I swatched all of the bronzers. The lightest one is very light, as you can tell, but then I also down here, this is what they kind of look like mixed together. So swirled together with my finger, not as accurate as if you're using a brush, but gives you kind of an idea. I did really enjoy this. Is it my favorite Natasha Denona? No. But do I think it was a terrible palette? No. I think it was a decent palette, and to get it on sale like I did, I was happy to do that. So I said the eyeshadows are all right, lighter than in pan. The blush and bronzer are nice. Not great as shadow. Oh, they don't work as well as shadows. That's what I was trying to say. So I like it. It's a nice palette. I love, like, the eyeshadows are kind of my favorite part of this, but I feel like it works well all together. And if you like Natasha Denona, I think, you know, is it the same quality? It's pretty close. It's maybe not exactly as good as some of her just eyeshadow palettes, but I still like it. And I still am going to wear it, and definitely I tried to do this early because it was still within that return window, and I was like, am I going to return it because it's still like $40? This is the most expensive palette here, but yeah, I did like it. Okay, second place, we have the Totally Bananas palette, which is kind of just a brown palette with one shimmer, and this is what it looks like. You got the one shimmer in there, you got a nice bronzer in there. I really did like the bronzer on this one. So what did I say? I said great for travel. The bronzer is nice, not too dark. Pretty shimmer, shadows work well. So just kind of a good, decent palette. Super exciting? No, not super exciting. Does smell stronger than the Sugar Plum. I forgot to smell the berry, but you do get like a chocolate kind of banana. I don't know if I would really classify it as banana. It smells more like the chocolate bar palettes to me from Too Faced, but yeah, this one is a good one and my favorite out of this bunch, but I liked all of them that they did in this collection. In first place, we have a Tarte palette. This is the Goddess Glam palette, and it's right up my alley. It's some warm tone, kind of mauve, not mauve, but like reddish tone. I love that shade. I love the blush on this one as well, and it does work as a eyeshadow as well. So I put love the blush with an exclamation point. The highlighter and the shadows are very pretty too, and I put very nice with an exclamation point. So here we go. I know it's getting a little bit dark. Let me see if I can get some more light over here. There we go. We're overcast for some reason. It's hot, but it's overcast. You can't really see that second shade that's right here. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4 as I was swatching. So you can't really see that brow bone, but it is a nice, just neutral shade. Something that I would wear with pretty much any palette there is. And that highlighter is really pretty. I really like that highlighter as well. So yes, this one is in first place out of all 14 that I tried. Kind of crazy this month or last month because there was so many, and I was wearing them, you know, 2-3 days at most, because I would get through all of the shades in that amount of time. So there are 3 that I'm definitely decluttering, 2 that I'm on the fence about. So let me know about those 2, whether you think I should declutter one of them, if I should declutter the Lancome. I feel like I'm leaning more towards that, or the Estee Lauder. Let me know if you have any of these palettes. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.